Hello, everybody. Audio check. Audio check to check, check, check. All right, the audio over there sounds just dandy. Check, check, check to check, and the other check to check. All right, double audio is just fine. Double audio is just fine. So what's on the agenda tonight? The agenda tonight, I'm going to stream probably for like an hour or so. I just want to get started on floor 3 of Argynvostholt game ready. And we'll see where that takes us. Each time it's been kind of a pain in the ass because I do want to keep the multiple floors of the cathedral. But it's just a little bit more complicated each time I want to do that. So, it's a conundrum. It's a conundrum. I think I'm like kind of breaking new ground as far as like how to create boards that are practical and useful. while also kind of like being like really, really, really cool. So floor 3 begins where? Where exactly does floor 3 begin? Let's find out. Oh, I should probably close some shit too. Or not. Well, here, just gonna close that. Close that. And I think that's about it. It's all the stuff I can close. Okay. So floor 3 is this floor that's like pretty wrecked. Like there's a big hole in the roof from some battle a long time ago. What's nice is that I do not need to maintain the entrance hall like I did with the first and second floor. Just like a moth. Get out of here. Like I did with the first and second floors, which is convenient. Like see how that room in there is massive and it goes all the way up to this floor. So I just need to get this floor, but then the cathedral again. And in the past, what's actually been the easiest thing to do is to select and copy the entire board and delete stuff, rather than only kind of copy what I need. And it sucks, but I think that's going to be the strategy again. I'll probably delete some of the yard. What did I get? How far on the yard? I only got a little bit ahead of the... I'll probably be deleting all of the yard from this anyway, so... Basically, I just get the whole thing and I delete everything. But what's weird here is there's going to be that hole in the roof. That drops down, I think, right? Is floor 4 the roof, or is there a floor and then the roof? I don't remember. Come with me, Argynvostholt. 9 FPS. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it lined up. Okay, let's go out here a little ways. There we go. Okay. So, I'll probably... How do I want to do this? What's funny is like the upper rooms... What do I want to do here? I need to delete the roof for sure. But like how far down? Maybe it doesn't matter. Just until it gets the floor. But then I want to keep the cathedral again. I want to keep the cathedral up to the point where here I'll delete it to here just to be safe, I guess. And then out. Because the cathedral, I'm going to delete, I think, just up to the bottom of the door there. But I like the... Oh, actually, I need to make sure. I need to double check. See how it's open right there? So this window, I think, needs to, like... Oh, I'm going to keep all that out there. God, that's so fucking cool. So I deleted up to... I don't think I went... I don't feel like I went that high on the other ones. Okay, so see how there's like green triangle, then a triangle, then a triangle. Let's go look at floor 2 and see what the hell I did there. Go green triangle, then 1, 2. So I kept it all the way to the top, but I deleted the cross-section stuff. So on this one, should I delete? I mean, this is like part of the roof. I feel like I should delete. Okay, because yeah, if they're the floor below, they can't see above this floor. So that's where it needs to be cut off. Just like with the other one. Which I think is actually going to be perfectly in line with this bottom one here. This should be the same as what it looks like for the other floors. All the way up. Bam. Okay. I'll need to clean that up there. Oh shit. Dang it. What went wrong there? So I deleted slightly too low. Actually, no, I deleted the right distance down out here, but inside on that far wall, I want to keep there's the green window and the two windows right above it. And I want to keep all of the detail on those, and I had just deleted a little bit too far down. Okay, so in here, I want to keep, so I need to, it's like here. And the tower is going to have its own section, I think. Come on. What the hell? There's like a moth? There's like a big mosquito hawk in here? I don't know if they can look through those windows to see in here, to see any of this stuff. I don't think so. I want to keep that height right here, but this middle stuff is all got to go. And I think this roofing probably needs to go. This is all supposed to be the 4th floor. I can probably cut these down. But if I want the height to be like here, should I leave the cathedral or should I cut the cathedral off? I mean, I kind of want it to be gone because I mean, theoretically they could climb up the side of the building or something to get up to this floor. But if they enter the cathedral, I really don't want to have to deal with like hide volume down there, hide volume right here. I don't want to do like 5 hide volumes here. I'd rather actually just delete the whole thing. And have it not be a part of the build. Basically what I would do is like it would only be this floor and only this floor, and I would actually delete this, and I would delete all the floors underneath, and I would delete all this stuff out here, and I would just have it be on its own. A better representation of that would be here. Let me get a better cross section of it. Better cross section. I mean, I like having the stuff out here because they should be able to come out and like see down and stuff, but is where it gets tough. What do I do? If this cathedral is there, it's going to lead them, they're going to need hide volumes, and I fucking don't want to do that out here. So let me do an experiment. I'm going to copy all this down to the bottom of the, oops. Go out here, and I'm just going to cut the floor off and move it over there and see what I can do with it. Sorry, I need to change something. Darkness. Need to raise it higher. There we go. I think it looks better against darkness. Okay. So this is what the fourth floor, or the third floor could look like. Where it's like, just cut off. The cathedral is here, but it's not included. And actually, I don't want to do that because I don't want to lose the detail there. I'll like manually do it. If I do a box select here and go down, actually I'm not. There's nothing behind there, so I guess I can delete that all. This is where it gets complicated. Might have to do a couple iterations on this. If I were like a good content creator, I might do like play testing or something. This would be like this. Might leave those. And so like this would be the floor. It'd be like they come up through here, they do their thing, they just know that this overlooks. Excuse me. They just know that that overlooks the yard. Oh man. Excuse me. No, I'm tempted to just run with this. Excuse me. God, man. I'm going to change that fireplace. I could go down one more on the roof. Excuse me. Jeez. I like this detail there, though. I think leaving it this high is fine. I think I want to keep that there because the art covers the archway. Oh, man. And this would be... So hide volumes would not hide this stuff out here because that's they can see that from the outside. But like all this stuff doesn't need to be here on the bottom. There's something going. Oh yeah, that's part of the window inside here. It's that edge along the bottom that I think actually looks really good. So that's all exterior design right there. What is that? Is that part of a window or something? No, it's part of the stairway. Okay, so here's the chandeliers that are downstairs. So what I'll probably do is just put an edge along the bottom. That's my guess. But let me do the interior walls first before I go along and clean all that stuff up. Okay, so what do we got here? We have some easy peasy hide volumes. Should be. If they're done correctly. Perfect. should also be perfect. Oops. Yeah. Very good. Okay, there's a web over here. Needs to be moved. I think that one's gonna have 2 hide volumes. What I've done so far, I've managed to do these in 3 hide volumes. And that has worked out well. I've done one here. One that goes crossways here. And actually I could probably get the curtains if I really wanted to. And then one that goes crossways here. Come on. Okay. I'll need to put some stuff along the bottom to cover up those kind of nubby things down there. But that's the 3 hide volume combo that I've been using. It looks like it's worked okay. This room I think is 2 hide volumes. 2 long hide volumes. One here. It's gonna get that door. Then down. And then one here. That's gonna get the fireplace. And this is where I'm gonna have to modify the fireplace just like I did with the other ones. It's too deep, basically. I can't hide volume this wall very easily. So this hide volume is gonna go up to but not touch these windows is kind of the plan. And here's the problem. You can see the problem. When it's all hidden, they've got like a painting and the inside of a fireplace there. So I gotta change that. All that I did before was I'll move this out of here real quick. I just moved it all forward. This is all I really did. Get out of here, get out of here. You're coming forward. You're coming. Well, did I move these forward? I think I did this and then I went down. I made like a little deeper spot. I'm just kind of like, oops, move this thing out a little bit. And all these rocks come in here. And then I just filled in the wall. And then I think also here. There, now you can't tell when it's hidden that there's a fireplace there other than the chimney up top. Which I can fix. These windows aren't technically visible from the outside. Those are like interior fancy ass windows. So this hide volume should actually cover them up. Which is a little awkward. God damn it. This wall is wrong. This wall is on the... God damn it. How am I going to do this room then? How am I going to do this room? So this is an exterior wall, so it's fine if that is seen. This stairway is not, though. So the stairway should be up, except we got windows in there. Yeah, exterior windows that go to interior windows. So if I do this here, and then it should be like that. Can I get close enough to get those blocks without removing the detail from the windows? Not at all. Can I delete it? I mean, I can't fucking see down there. I mean, should I just? I wonder if I should take out some of these stairs. I mean, I like the look of them as they go all the way up. But they can't, like, see them. I need to decide how low I want these to go. And then all this, like, filler. There's, like, a ton of filler in here that I don't think needs to be there. Like, all this stuff. I don't think those walls need to be there. That'll give us a little more space for them to see, you know, that it's a stairway. I wonder about these in the corner, though. And it looks kind of good. Like that. But again, I mean, I don't think my hide volumes can reach the corners, so I'll just get rid of them. I don't think they're needed, honestly. I think this looks cool enough as it, like, just like that. I'm gonna delete it down to where, like, they enter and it coils, like, once. Talespire's not gonna let me delete it. Okay, we'll do it by hand. Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. Get rid of all that stuff here. They enter here, they go up a spiral stairway. Oh, there's another filler bit here. Another row of filler that I don't think needs to be there. I mean, I can leave it there to match the other side. Question mark? And then my hide volume now it's still basically the same. But I think I can actually just delete those. I don't think those need to be there. Yeah, because I removed all the weird corner stuff there. And how does it look when it's visible? I think it looks fine. I think they get the idea. There's a stairway. They open the door. There's a stairway going up. Right? There you go. Okay, I think that's reasonable. This wall right here is in the wrong spot though. This whole wall right here. This is supposed to be out one so that it can have hide volumes on it. So that is painful. I might need to move all of them. Ouch. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do anything otherwise. It's either I move this wall or I put a whole new wall, which means it would be like a weird triple wall. Because they're not on the edge of a tile. And see how it is on this side where you've got a tile here and a tile here, and these are like on the divider. These are not over here. 1, 2, 3 units. 1, 2. But if I move this out, then suddenly this hallway's jank. It looks like... So really, this should go over to the right 1 along this whole wall. And actually, that would be fine. This, I don't know if this would be centered anymore. I can't tell. 1, 2, 1, 2. It looks... No, I mean, it's just off. It's just a little bit off. Yeah. What happened to this stairway? Actually, that looks fine. I can fill this in. And no one will be the wiser. That's where the stairs come up. Crap, I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about this height volume, so what the fuck am I gonna do? Okay, so I guess my strategy is gonna be, this room's gonna have an interior height volume that doesn't touch the walls. I mean, it'll touch this back wall, because this back wall is not visible from the outside. Like so. This is actually then going to need to be... to get this wall then? This should be getting all that detail there. There we go. But just not touch that door. And that piece there. What can I do here? Oh, I can get rid of that and put a 2x in. Here's what I can do instead, and then I'll get caught by the high volume. Oops. A bunch of like weird shapes in there. Actually, I can just do the one wall, right? Oops. Do the one wall. That doesn't work though if they enter this room. Fuck. If they enter this room and they have not seen these stairs, then this wall will be oh, damn it. How do I do this then? Can I? How can I do it without this having like its own hide volume or something weird? Oh man, what can I do here? Toggle that. I mean, I would need to have a hide volume. It would need to somehow work like this, where this room could control. Oh, man, I need to like lift it up off the ground, where it like wasn't touching the floor tiles or something. Because if I move this out to touch this door, it's going to take all that whole row of tiles with it, which is weird, right? Even if I move the door over, like, see how already the tile under this is gone? Oh, what a mess. I just didn't catch this in QA at all, because I didn't go through and do the hide volume stuff yet. before detail was put down. I should have. It's my fault. And here's same problem. Exact same problem. Fuck. Shit. Oh, man. What am I going to do here? All this is so, like, intricately placed and spaced. So... This needs to catch all that stuff down below, that detail down below. Actually, the room down below is going to be deleted. Or is that a part of this room? Oh, it's a part of this room. So it needs to go to there. Okay, so the good news is they can't actually ever see this room without having seen this room or this room first. Or this room first. So, I don't really need to worry about the double wall there. The problem is if they like come down this hallway, enter here, and then they need to see this wall. Okay, so temporary solution is this gets its own hide volume. Don't really have a way around it. It's very awkward, but that's how it's going to have to be. I can move this wall out. There's like no worries there. I can do this. Come on, pick it up. Making my computer lag. Why? You're right there. So this door actually does need to have two placements. One for this doesn't need to be here. I actually think that one does. Depending on whether they come up these stairs or not. If they come up these stairs, then they need to see this door first. Oh god damn it. I can't fucking... Oh Jesus. Why is it lagging so bad? That thing's hidden. It should be moving fast. Is it the fog? Is the fog down there tweaking it out? Is that better? No. Is it the lighting? Can I move the lighting and have it be better? Oh, that's much better. Oh god, that's so much better. Yeah, it's the light is really shining on the thing I'm trying to work with. It's a good thing I never want that to happen. Okay, how can I do this in a way where it still looks like cool? If I just move these so they're like that and they go up, and then they can shift the door back and forth right here. Actually, I'll take these off. So it's either here or here, depending on what they want to do. I feel like I should make a diagonal wall right here. To cover that up. Like that. Udi would know. Udi would know a better way to do this. Hide. Okay. Okay, that's better. Now, can I do anything about this wall? Bop, bop, bop. Do anything about this wall? What if I have a hide volume that is like only this strip here and doesn't go all the way down to the floor? So it's like that. I can probably delete that tile actually. And then our interior hide volume goes to here. And then this hide volume can actually go to like there. Okay. So if they come in from this side, you reveal this hide volume and this hide volume. Okay, good. And then then they would go to the stairway. If they go the other way, say they haven't seen this yet, they come up these stairs, you would reveal this hide volume like that and not that one. So this would just be a part of when they reveal this room. It would need to be there. I can really delete that tile down here. There's like a rogue. There's like a rogue stone tile hanging out down there. Ba, 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 ba. And I think I can go. Is it this one? No, I think there's one under that, right? I can put a one by one there. Like here. That looks much better. And what else is going on in there? This guy is a little wonky. Okay. And again tonight I'm only going to work on this till about 11. Unless a bunch of people show up. Man, I like the spiral though. The spiral. I mean, you can't put a mini in there at all though. This is just like they open the door. Like they're not actually ever going to go in there. Does it have a window? Looks like it has a window on the inside right there. Okay, so I think that kind of solves this thing, except I need to do that. And then I don't know what to do about the wall right there. Actually, can I have this? Oh, can I have it go out? No, because I don't want to lose my window detail there. Unless I take the whole window with it. Oh yeah, that's a can of worms. I can just do that. But I mean, they can see the window on the outside, and the other ones they can see. But look how it removes the detail that covers up the nastiness. God, stop it, Talespire. Will you just work, please? No, I need to find another solution, I think. I could just remove it. But it's gonna look weird when they pop in and there's like a chunk of wall missing there. I could have it be a corner piece. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Do we have a corner piece? We do have a corner piece. Oh, I'm so good at this. There we go. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, so we have that corner piece there, but then what about actually this external wall's fine and this top part can just be deleted. So I think that'll do. A little bit awkward is if they enter this room, they open this door, they're not going to be able to see this door. Fucking hell. Unless I do the same weird... I need to take the floor off. This is just driving me nuts. It's all because this wall's not in the right spot. I mean, I don't want to have this have its own hide volume. That just seems silly. It just seems really silly to like do this, you know? That just seems crazy to me. I can't write instructions for that. If they come in here, then this one hide volume on this one door needs to be revealed. Like, are you fucking kidding me? What can I do here? Because they can't see through it. Like, if they come in through here, they're going to see the door. They can't see anything past it yet. But if they come through here, they need to see this door also. So I'm in a like a catch-22 of like when to show this fucking door. What would work is if I moved it here and then actually have it be wider and control its own tile like that. And this thing's just nonsense. Like this, okay, this whole open area, you know what, I should just move the wall. I think I just need to move the fucking wall. Right, there's like no other way around this, I just moved the wall. It's gonna wreak havoc when I get down to this door though. It just won't be even. It'll just be like oddly narrow over here. If I move this in. And I can't copy paste it in. Actually, I can copy paste, I can rotate it. There's a plan. Drop it in there. And then, what the fuck do I do? Move this over. It's gonna have like a jank in the wall. I don't want to move the wall into here to cover up those stairs. I don't really want to do that. This room can be 2 hide volumes. That's like okay. I'm fine with that. But bringing this wall in and bringing this wall in are kind of like the easiest ways to do this. And let me just move this wall out. Right. There's a little bit of detail. Oh, he's got like this, there's like a... how do I can't move that, because if I cut a prop and a tile, it's going to move it one whole tile. And I can rotate it, but... I'm just going to fucking do the best I can here. Oops. I'll do the wall first, and then I'll worry about the, that detail. Make sure that there's nothing crossing. And I still have the chaos that is this shit. I want to bring it in, but I don't. Then I'm like, now suddenly I'm struggling because there's this painting there and it's like centered. I'm gonna lean into the little its own, like, having its own hide volume right here. I'm just gonna lean into it. This pole going off to the side is gonna be a problem. I'm just gonna leave it for now. So this little section here is gonna have its own hide volume. Is that what's going on? Here. I think it's still just here. Kind of want that to get this wall here. Got it. And it can't get this wall yet, so this thing's gonna have to get it. Okay, there we go. So it's the same effect, but it's a little cleaner, and now I have this door on the outside edge here. And this hallway can be its own one strip hide volume. This is what I've been going for, is like this right here. To get this all in one go. And I don't know how far down it's gonna go. Okay, this is on either side of a thing, but I feel like this should be its own hide volume. Or this can go flat right there. And if they come up here, then they would reveal this, and then they'd also reveal the entire hallway. That'd be what I would do. And then this hide volume, take the window with it. I'm like, why not? I guess all the way up. I think that's fine. And I'm gonna move. This is where the jank where I'm gonna move the wall out. And oh boy, this is gonna be a good weird fucking hide volume here. Oh god damn it, this side too. So this side's gonna need to go which way? I won't worry about that room yet. Let's do some other rooms that hopefully aren't fucked up. Hopefully. Like right here, like see? Good. Oh, no! No! Actually, theoretically, they can't see in there. Well, wait. Unless they look at the windows, they fly, or they do whatever. So this needs to be double walled right here. But that's, I mean, that's pretty simple. We just double wall it. It's got a double door though, which complicates things. Which I will actually probably change. Or no, if it's just the one entrance, then we can have our one hide volume here. And then it should be like the other ones where we have a crisscross. We have one that starts here, goes to here, goes to here, and goes straight across. Then we have one that goes from here to here, goes straight across. Yeah, okay, cool. And we keep all the window detail, and then I need to fill in the bottom. I was really hoping this floor would be easier. Just really hoping. But it's not looking that way. Then we've got an easy to hide volumes here. We've got hide volume 1. I need to fix this fireplace. It looks like this goes up. Not fix, I need to change the fireplace. This goes across. Like so. We go up, we leave detail on the window, and we have to move the fireplace out. I'm gonna do all I'm gonna try to do the broad strokes stuff as fast as I can, just to try to get as much progress tonight as I can muster. Again, I think I need to move this wall in, which is going to make the hallway look oddly narrow and off kilter. Like that. I mean, my alternative is to move this wall in, but I don't think I can do that because then I'd have to move out shit. So what do I do here? I mean, what should happen is this wall should come inside here. That's what should happen. This wall should come in. Yeah, I mean, I fucking have to. Okay, this wall needs to come in. Damn it. He's just got it so detailed, and I'm not as good as he is at this. Like, I don't understand how he has those two bookcases working together. Cause and effect. He's got like two, is this just one bookcase? Or is this two? See, he's got them like back to back or something. I don't quite understand. But redoing his details is like painful to me. Because I know how hard he worked on it. I know he had, you know, a plan. It's all perfectly lined up. But, oh shit, if I bring this in, it's gonna fuck up that painting. I'm gonna have to, dude. I'm gonna fucking have to. How about if I delete these, move them over? Oh, I could do that. Actually. Oh, there's shit on the outside, though. Man, fuck. these two walls in, like, really badly. But that means deleting this, moving that painting over, deleting that, moving this painting over. They line up. I guess we can try. So right now these were like here, right? Like that. So it's going to go over 1. Painting gets moved over, painting gets moved over. This gets moved over, this gets moved over. Then, I mean, this exterior wall, I'm going to be, it's taking it all with it, right? Yeah, so I'm free to do, no, I'm not going to tempt fate. Let's do that. Okay, and with that done, I'm going to pull this wall in instead of out. I'm super tempted to abandon all of this, go to Udi's thing, and just start like making all my changes, and then be like, okay, Udi, go back and do your detail again. I mean, that might honestly be the easiest way to solve all of this stuff. Because I don't feel, because for me, I don't feel like it's right and done and perfect as it is. So I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. But it's already been so much goddamn work. I think it's hard to quantify exactly how much work it's been. Yeah, I'm really tempted. I'm really tempted to just like abandon all the time that I put into it so far and just redo shit for hide volumes in his original build. And be like, okay, go do your... that's what I should have fucking done. Damn it. So if I do this, then actually I would just pull this... I would go the other way with this wall. I would widen this hallway instead. I mean, I could also just have it be like a little jank. Like, just have a hide volume here. That'll probably work. Something like this. Right? There's like these... There's a bunch of random detailed like bookshelves and stuff in there that I've got to go. So now at least this janky hide volume makes sense. Oh, dude, I'm having deja vu, like hard deja vu right now. It's pretty wild, actually. Okay, so I can do that little bit of a jank. Move this wall out, move this wall out. And I think it'll be fine. That would get this as one hide volume. Now the question is, do I keep doing this work here or do I abandon it and go back to the original? Actually, I kind of want to do that right now. I'm going to go to the original. And I'm going to make some modifications directly to this one. And then I'm going to ask Udi to go back in and do his detail, maybe. And we'll see what he says about it. But the difficulty is now that moving this wall is now going to require some structural changes to how this wall operates. And how I think there's some walls on the different floors that line up in a particular way where they might not anymore. And so where do I start with these things? Like this wall here cannot be here. This wall needs to be here. And that is not something that can be changed very easily at all. But these walls need to come in. Yeah, I should talk to Udi about it and see what he says. I feel like I'm fighting against the tide. Honestly, it's like I want to do hide volumes. I want it to work with hide volumes, but they're just so fucking impossible to work with that it's 10 times the effort. It's 10 times the effort to make anything with hide volumes. And the answer is would you rather have 10 times as many boards, or would you rather have one board with hide volumes? That's the kind of the true question here. The back and forth that we're doing with this. I mean, I could basically just say, here's Argynvostholt, the end. Not built to work with hide volumes. Sorry about that, but it was fucking super crazy hard. So we did get it to work with hide volumes in these game ready versions, like the exploded floor versions. I think I could say that and people would understand. So I take it back. I'm not going to do it in the original one, but I am going to do it here. And it'll be a little bit jank. It's a little bit jank, but what are you going to do? Hey, Udi! Did you catch my crisis a moment ago? Or do I need to repeat it? Fucking grab the painting. I don't know why I'm running at 10 frames per second. You just joined? Okay, so, Tails, what the dude? I'm gonna have to stop. Okay, you see this lighting right here? If you go here and you just move the lighting, I go from 10 frames per second to 40 or whatever. Actually, the improvement wasn't that great just now. Give me 1 second, then I'll launch into it again. So, in this room, the walls aren't lined up quite right. In your original, they're, it's 2 walls on 1 tile, which it just doesn't work. And so I'm in the process of moving these walls in a little bit, so then I have to move these paintings so that they line up correctly. And it's one of those, like, I'm really wondering at this point if I should go back to your full build and then tweak it and then ask you to redo the detail, or if it's worth it, right? Like, would people rather have 10 really cool boards or one board that works with hide volumes? And I think what we can do is just be like, hey, look, the full build is what it is, doesn't work with hide volumes, the end, and then make the changes in these individual boards. But I'm just having kind of a dilemma about that, like how to fucking handle that. And like, so this, like, this wall here needs to be moved. This was all on like on this one here, and that doesn't work. Or they were all on like this one, I think, to make it line up right along here. So I had to move this wall in. Wait, did I move this wall in? I moved this wall in, so there's going to be like kind of a jank on this wall. So this room's going to be 2 hide volumes. But we've both put like, I mean, I don't want to even come close to saying that I've put as much time into this as you at all. Um, but it's just fighting against the fucking tide, man. Fighting against this absolute nightmare tide of vision is super fucking important to me, and but fuck it. Basically, it's so much goddamn work. It's like just a colossal amount of work that I don't know. I'm just having like a crisis, basically. It's like it's clear Bouncy Rock does not want us to be doing this. Quick call. Yeah, sure. Let me find you here. Let me turn off the music so I can. And I don't. Maybe I think my Discord audio should be coming through. Maybe, sort of, kind of. Disable that. Discord audios. Check, check, check.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep, hear you fine.
Yeah. 1 sec. Let me turn. Can you keep talking real quick?
I can keep talking for as long as you'd like me to talk. You just let me know when you want me to stop talking.
Okay, there you go.
Talking.
I had to turn, like, my volume and the stream's volume is different, and so I just want to make sure that people can hear you. Yeah. So I was working on floor 3, and there's just a couple of rooms that were just like you've got your 2 walls on one tile, and I'm trying to make it work and all this stuff. And
Yep.
I think I fucked up. The current process with Princess Popcorn, which actually works pretty well, is basically um, Princess Popcorn took. I mean, of course, they're not nearly as complex as Argynvostholt um, or Castle Ravenloft, but Princess Popcorn would take the map, kind of do a preliminary, like, here are all the rooms and stuff with nothing in them, and then I would actually go through and do the hide volume layout thoroughly, and
Yep.
then Princess Popcorn would go back through and add detail and stuff. And I think that we should have done that, or that
Yeah.
I started to do that at one point and then I didn't. Um, and it's
Yeah,
just
because
really come back to
we
bite
did
us.
we did the build. So we did the layout and got the go, and then we did the detail. So the hide volumes. Looking at what you're doing at the moment, I agree. Definitely, we should have put the volumes in and confirmed everything. But
Yeah.
we've done it this way. So what do we do about it? So my thinking is that there's a couple of potential approaches you can take. The first one, and probably the least appealing to you, may be forget the floor. Don't hide the floor. It's evident that the floor's there. So hide everything on the floor, the rocks, the stones, the rubble, and all the
How is it
walls.
evident that the floors are there though?
Well, there's a third floor, there's a set of stairs that go up to it. You're
But what
walking
if
onto
they
the third floor now.
but what if they climbed up the side of the thing and came in through a window and they haven't seen the inside
E-
at all?
Either way, the board you've got there, they're not accessing until they get to the third floor.
Yeah, but this whole side of the building that's damaged, they could throw up a grappling hook and just start climbing in wherever the
I'm
fuck
not,
they want.
yeah, there's multiple ways for them to get there, but when they do get there, the DM's going to move to the exploded third level,
Right.
and that's what your hide volumes are set on for the exploded third level. It's going to have a floor there. It's the wall layout, the room layout, and everything else that comes with that is the stuff that's left in question as to where are the
Mm.
corridors, where are the doors, how do I get to the staircases, all that. Yes, they're all hidden away, but the actual floor, it's like saying that the board's got a mat. It's got a base at some point. Yes, there is a base. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because there are no holes or anything like that in this level, you could get away with just revealing or leaving the tiles. As I said, it's an option, but it's probably not the most appealing of the options.
Yeah.
Um, the other part that comes with this as well is that I can simply just go to work on readjusting
I
the board.
I I don't want to do that. Like I think the way forward is just going to be make whatever changes we need to do to the exploded view and just have them be different and just be
Yep.
like they're different. And
Mm,
there you go. If you want to do something about it, like you're welcome to. Maybe in a year or two when we get some other crazy features where it's like you can place objects at any angles or we get some stuff like that. I mean, that's what happened with Death
mm,
House. Like when the first time I
mm,
did Death Houses, I did what I could. And then a year and a half later, I went back and did the like expanded Death House with the new props and all this other stuff. And I think Argynvostholt's just going to need to be that way. Like the exploded view will be perfectly what they need to walk through it. The full detail build is going to be exactly what people want, which is basically to appreciate a piece of art, as far as I'm concerned. Um,
yep.
but I think that's the way to go. I think that with this in both Castle Ravenloft, that the the tech is just not there to have the experience be what I want it to be, which is where they don't see anything and they progress and the rooms are displayed as they're explored. It's just not. It's Talespire is just specifically not built to fucking do that right now, and um, I think we should just kind of try to do the best we can. But it's accept that
Mm,
I need to accept the fact it's not going to be perfect, and come back to it when we have better tooling, where it doesn't take literally 10 times as long. And I think if we did any sort of poll that was like, do you want 10 Castle Ravenlofts or one with hide volumes? People are going to be like, of course we just want 10. We'll just make fucking do. Mm.
um. Okay. That's. I mean, at the end of the day, totally your call. I'm happy to see that this is a mistake that does need to be corrected. So I am happy to revisit and do some work on getting it fixed up.
Oh God, you've already worked so
But
long on it though.
yeah,
Like,
well, it is what it is. It was a mistake and an oversight, um, and it needs to be corrected. However, can you go to the room where the five knights are sitting in the chairs?
yeah.
The room bottom left corner there. Yeah, I'm watching your stream. It's slow to
Oh,
update.
sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are there skeletons in those chairs?
Yeah, yeah. There's skeletons in the stairs.
Yeah. Okay.
They
Good.
look they look fucking rad.
I know. I looked at it, and that's when I sent you that photograph of what I'd done, and said Magic berated me on
This
stream
is
and
really
said,
good. I was like, I didn't know we
pull your
had
finger out. Yeah.
I didn't know we had a vertical bone. Like, what the fuck? I don't even
Uh,
like, when did that happen?
it's
This
been there.
thing?
It's been there a while. Yeah.
Has it? I didn't even know we had those.
Yeah. It
Uh,
came out when the Grim set came out. So yeah.
no, this is
Um,
great. This is fucking great. That's so funny. Did they double up? Oh, there's two of them. What the hell?
what's that?
Why are there two knight things in there? Two sets of armor just to make it look cool.
Oh, no, it's because there is no shoulder
Uh-huh.
pauldron on one side of it. So pull it out and you'll see what I mean. It's only got a
Oh.
pauldron on one side, so I had to flip it.
Oh,
And I
that's
brought I brought the front facing one slightly forward so you could see the detail of the helmet.
yeah, I like it does it's like this cool double cross thing on the front
Yeah.
of the helmet. Yeah, that looks
So
great. So
I
what I'm
went
gonna
with that.
do is
Right.
I'm gonna go to your original build. I'm gonna take some screenshots and just like circle like this wall here is not quite right. I know it's gonna make this hallway unbalanced. Like this whole wall right here. This needs to come out and this needs to
Mm.
come out to here. Or it could whatever needs to happen. Uh, these two walls need to be on separate tiles.
Yeah, same thing has to happen on the other side as well.
Excuse me. Jeez.
Both
Still
sides of it.
still a little sick there. Um, and what really is hard
Mm.
is you've got this like beautiful detail in here, and I just want to cut this wall and bring it in like 0.5, and I fucking can't. And so it's me in here trying to be like, okay, let me pull this through just how Udi would do it, and I cannot do it how you do it. Like I cannot make it look as nice when I pull this wall forward. Um,
Oh, that wall. Sorry, in the back, in the wooden room.
mhm.
Yep. So yeah, there's a trick to it. What I do is I place one wall and I put the wooden frame right where I want it, and then I place a tile in front of the whole thing, and then I cut the tile, the wall, and the wooden frame where I wanted it into one slab, move that off to the side, right? Clean it up, and then clean up the wall and everything. So now I've just got the tile and the wood that I want to place, and then I just go along the wall, dropping the wood.
Because I've
So I
got
create like a little template. I create like a little template exactly perfectly the way I want it, and then I just replicate that along the wall. So it takes
yeah.
seconds to do.
Here's the
Which is why I'm like, I could rework this, and I don't think it would take that long to do.
yeah. Maybe that's the difference too. For me to do this, it would take me like a long
Yeah.
time. Because I
The
just want to move
challenge
it
you've
one
got,
fucking unit. Damn it.
yeah, the challenge you've got, the cascades. Now, where you're looking now at that back room, you're going to move that wall in one position, right?
Yeah.
Do the wooden frames
Yep.
afterwards. Do it manually afterwards. Don't try and do them as a clip. It
Yep.
just gets too messy. But if you then take a look past the bathroom and back towards the front of the building into the audience chamber,
Past the bathroom.
you look along
Mm-hmm.
that wall that you're just adjusting in, you all the
Yeah.
way along there back to the front of the building, you can see then that the inside wall of the audience chamber needs to move over one, and now it's impacting the window. And now you've got more problems. Everything cascades.
Well, so
It's so frustrating.
here's the thing though, is that so even like with this wall here, I didn't plan on moving the whole wall. I was actually gonna have it do like a jank. Like I was gonna have this go from like this wide and just have it go to a little bit wider, right? So that I didn't fuck with the windows up here and just not have it be a
Yeah.
straight wall all the way down.
Yeah. Then of course you've got the curtain to the staircases. They're not
That was
square
the
anymore. They're off center, and
exactly.
it's just a cascade of failure.
Mm-hmm.
It's so frustrating when you're building.
Yes.
You're like, oh crap, now and that doesn't fit with that, and I
And then
can't do it this way.
your
And
doors won't fit
yeah,
your doors won't fit
yep,
between a tile. And so it's like, okay, in
yeah,
order to have hide volumes in here, it just means that this is not going to be a square hallway. Like it's just not going to be. The only way that you could theoretically have done it is if back in the beginning um made this hallway, you know, one, two, three, four, like five wide, or made this hallway three wide or something like that. You know, like planned on always having a tile in the middle where your doorway is going to be and not have your doorway be like a manual in between tiles doorway or something like
mm,
that. And it's you lose a lot of like the organic structure of the building. You know, it's fucking building around hide volume is so fucking hard. And
yeah,
Hollow Fox, he was looking into making a mod where we could have, you know, hide volumes be kind of whatever shape we wanted, and he's just like, nope. Like, you know,
yeah.
they
He-
basically have an origin point and an area.
yeah.
There are no like uh coordinates. There's just no way to do it.
And I would love it if even if it was just a hide volume and it had an origin point and an area, right? and there was a way that you could just simply say exclude that tile, that tile, that tile, that tile.
Yeah.
So it would create this thing, and you could just tell it what to not include into that radius, rather than, I love the filters. I think the filters are a great addition, but
Yeah.
just the ability to be able to select the individual tiles. But again, we are asking for very complicated things in a very simplified way. Right? So coding the answer
Yeah.
to those sorts of things is sometimes much more challenging than requesting them in the
Well,
first place.
I don't think it's challenging at all. I just don't think it's on their radar. I don't think it's a part of their
Yeah,
vision, right? They're like, you're building it's supposed to be like a table. On a table, you can't hide anything. You just like put pieces of paper over it. It's like, well,
but Demon Gun, let's be fair. If Fog of War worked, we wouldn't need hide volumes.
no. If token vision and what do they call it in Roll20? The advanced fog of war, where like as you move it reveals stuff and then it stays
Yep,
revealed,
yep.
like if there were any of that, we wouldn't need to be
We
doing
wouldn't need
this.
any of
But
this. Yep,
what's frustrating about Bouncy Rock is like, well, if we can't give it to you perfect, we're not going to give you anything, you know? And it's
yep.
like just take 30 fucking minutes and allow hide volumes to not be squares, and then we'll be happy for a year or something like that. Just like, dude.
Yeah, because I kind of get where they're coming from, is that they don't want to give us a water tile; they want to give us multiple water sources, and I get that. But
Yeah.
the intermediary step doesn't deliver. Giving us a water tile doesn't deliver anything towards the solution of multiple water sources, right?
Yeah.
And so they're really begrudged to do it. So I get why you don't see the activity. The problem is sometimes you need to calm everyone down, give something
Mm,
that they're asking for, and then show them what you want to do so that you take them with you. But
yeah.
but simply doing nothing about it and recording the 170 odd requests that it's got isn't a way of addressing that situation. It's kind of sticking your head in the sand.
Yeah. Well, there's also like a time to value ratio, right? Like you ideally you want to be delivering value to your users. If
Yep.
the if the perfect system um gives you X value, right? But that perfect system takes 1,000 hours to implement. Or you could take, you know, 100 hours to implement a system that achieves 80% satisfaction, right? Like there are calculations and other ways and other perspectives of looking at how, like, the impact of delivering things that aren't perfect, that they just don't take into consideration. That's what frustrates me, because that's literally my job. Like, my job
Mm.
is, we have a month. What features can we do in a month? Okay, let's look at the features. Which of these are going to accrue a lot of tech debt in the future? Like, there's a lot of variables, and ultimately the goal is to deliver a thing that uses a reasonable amount of time, that makes a lot of, a majority of people happy, that's not going to totally tank you in the future. And you find the happy medium there, because going for perfect every time, you're just going to piss off a lot of people. Because, I mean, just like I was saying about, do we deliver 10 Castle Ravenloft style maps with no hide volumes, or one with hide volumes? um, do we want 10 80% satisfaction features in a year, or one perfect feature like the Hero Forge integration in a year? And
Yeah.
I would take 10 80% features personally. Um,
What
yeah, I don't know.
what are you thinking? What are you thinking about Ravenloft? So, because I'm going to go through now that we're working on the detail, and I'm going to go through and deliberately look for these double walls and these simple mistakes that I've made where
Mhm.
I've split it across the same tile. Um, the um, if we're looking at one build with hide volumes, you've got a better you're going to have a better result doing that with just Argynvostholt than you will with Castle Ravenloft, because even though we've got those 5 levels, we've got 5 tile heights between levels.
Mhm.
Like Argynvostholt has 3. We've got 5. in Castle Ravenloft, it's still cramped.
Yeah.
So you
The
have to explode it out. Even with the adjusted slider, the green slider and everything, it's still cramped and pokey.
Yep.
So you have to explode it out for sure. Um, and yeah, I
So
don't know.
the things about Castle Ravenloft is that we have a lot of space between rooms in a lot of places that we don't have in Argynvostholt, where it's just like square room next to square room next to square room. This has got like
Yes,
so like a it's got like a room, and then it's got like a long hall, and then it's got like another room where, I mean, you can do this whole room in one hide volume. I could do this whole room in one hide volume right now, and I mean, just it's there's no challenge to it whatsoever. I mean, there's enough space between these two rooms here even. So I think that it's cramped, but there's a lot of these rooms that's just empty space that we can make use of. Um, but I think it's going to be the same thing where our full build, we we can't afford to worry about it. We just can't. We can like do what we can, but for the most part, I think that the full build should just be an artistic rendition, and we shouldn't plan on it being practical. Um, in regards to hide volumes,
yeah.
like
I think that
I
the
think it's
board
like
is
you do
100%
it.
playable.
We I think that we kick Castle Ravenloft out the door. We do hide volumes and stuff on the we do what we can in the big build, but then in the exploded view we tweak it so that hide volumes work. But then we just have a disclaimer that's like, hey, in the future, hopefully Fog of War doesn't suck,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you can use this. Like I
yeah.
we can't we tried. We did the best we could with the tools that we had at the time, but really, it's ahead of its time in what we're trying to do.
The
And
other the other side that does come with it, and look, I understand a VTT journey. It's a business. There's a professional. There's an integrity question
mm-hmm,
that you're constantly asking yourself: Is this good enough? Have I provided for my customer base?
mm-hmm,
Um, but the other side of the coin is we're building very detailed and very complicated maps that a dungeon master would take months to do. Why? Because we're taking months to do it.
yeah,
So your players are focusing on the game, we're focusing on the world.
mm-hmm,
So we we build these complicated environments and leave the DMs to hide volume them and work out what's going to be satisfactory for their game, right?
yeah,
So that's
yeah,
the other part to it. We build it with hide volumes in mind, but we don't break our backs trying to make it work, right? We build it as accurately we can to the map, and they share with us the pain that we have to endure by going, Talespire can't do this for us,
yeah. And
right?
and I think we can just be honest about that, and I think people will
Yeah,
be receptive. We're just like we did what we could with there's no fog up like we did what we could with hide volumes because it's our only tool right now, and it's still a fucking awesome map, and we just hope that in the future Fog of War catches up.
is a
Because
thing. Yeah,
if because all the stuff, all the extra time that we're putting into hide volumes right now is moot when token-based Vision Fog of War comes out, and it
see,
will. It'll just take it years.
I don't think hide volumes was ever designed to be anything more than there's a secret door here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was ever designed to do what we're using it for.
No, 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 no. Probably not at all.
Yeah,
I mean,
because it certainly doesn't have the capacity.
well,
So
it does if you go use like the Don John's dungeon one-page dungeon generator and pop that into Talespire. I mean, it makes
yeah,
perfectly square
oh yeah,
rooms
yeah,
connected by
exactly. Yep,
hallways, and so you can
yep,
whip out
yep, yep.
hide volumes in like 10 seconds. I
Yep.
think Talespire, what they envisioned was you're crossing a forest. You're all I can think of is it's like big, expansive outdoor terrain,
Mm,
or you're in a town where you don't need stuff to be hidden. Um, and I mean, I mentioned this a little bit earlier before, but their vision for what Talespire is as a virtual tabletop, it's not. I mean, they like literally a virtual tabletop where they want it to be that way, where if it's on the table, it's on the table. Um,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, another interesting approach that I thought about the other day was like, what if we built this is such a stupid idea. What if we like built our what if we built our Argynvostholt, right?
Yeah.
And we have an exploded view that's like each of the rooms is their own little slab. And like when they open a door, you copy paste like the room in, you know what I mean? But again, it's just like I think actually that would be easier. I think that would be easier than hide volumes 100%. Um, but we're just working around the elephant in the room, which is hiding things in Talespire is fucking hard and it's too much work right now.
Yeah. And yes, making hide volumes work, yes, is the elephant in the room. But the bigger elephant in the room is fog of war is shit, right?
Yeah,
And if they had to just if they have a better approach, like I don't understand how players are doing this right now.
they're not. Like
There's a
they
lot
just
of manual manipulation going on, is what I think's happening.
well, I
Um,
watched the guy's stream who ran uh there's a guy who's doing a YouTube series through Death House, through my Death House.
oh yeah,
And he's using the first one. He's using like Death House version 1. And actually I went in YouTube and I went on Reddit and was like, "Hey man, you should be using the expanded version. It's like way better." Um and you hear his players saying things like this camera's driving me nuts. I can't see, you know, like you you're watching the DM's view and you see him revealing the hide volumes and like struggle bussing it.
mm,
And yeah, it's just painful because it just doesn't need to be this hard. It does not need to be this hard. Um, oh my gosh. In other words, Menyer hit 300K. Did you see that?
I've been following it, but I haven't looked at any of the news on it recently.
Yeah, they hit 310K, I think. Let me look. It was 311 last time I looked at it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at 313 now. So like Tailspire's gonna get fucked. I'm pretty sure.
What did Taskbar make? Wasn't it 450?
250?
250, was it? Okay.
250 USD.
Yeah.
I want to say Tailspire, but they did they made a bunch of money on backer kit too. How much did they make? 3.5 million NOK, which I don't know what that is. What currency is that?
Is that Norwegian?
Yeah, how much is 3.5 million NOK in USD?
Norwegian kroner, I think it is.
330,000. Well, today. I think it was looks like it was more than that in the past.
Yeah.
But I think they made 300,000, 330,000, and then they made more on backer kit after the fact. That's when I got in, was when they were on backer kit. Um,
I didn't get in until it dropped in early access.
oh yeah, wow,
Yep. I didn't touch it at all prior to early access.
yeah,
And even then, I think it had been in a month before I even looked at it.
yeah. And
So,
this closed. Um, God, when did this finish? When did they get funded? Estimated delivery April of 2020, and now they just released their Cyberpunk. It took them 2 years to get Cyberpunk.
yeah. Yeah. See,
But
that's.
it's look at this. I mean, customizable rule systems, funded, not done. Hero crafting system, they finally got in. But like, okay, why not the customizable rule systems over Cyberpunk? Like, why? I don't know. I keep trying to wrap my head around their motivations, and I should just stop. I need to just stop
Yeah.
because they wanted to. Okay, well, what I'll probably do is, what am I going to do? I'm going to go through Argynvostholt, and I'm going to do screenshots and um, send you notes on, I think, what needs to change to facilitate hide volumes. Because I have
Yeah.
a pretty solid idea now. Hey, what's up, Hollow? Hollow Fox just jumped in.
Sweet.
Um, but yeah, so I think all hold off on what I'm doing now, and I'll switch over to kind of doing that. I'm not gonna do it tonight, but I'll probably do it tomorrow. Oh, how did the game go? I left when you guys were doing the combat in the cargo bay or the cargo hold or whatever. How did it go?
Yeah, it was a great session. I really enjoyed the session last night.
Did you?
Um,
Hollow
yeah,
sounded beat, but I fucking kept him up till like 5 a.m. So
yeah, he I think by and large everyone had a good time. There was it's a one shot, and we're playing Skidamanders, which are really kind of like uh, Ewoks crossed with Kenders is probably a
you're
really
like
good way of
you
describing
look
them.
like
Yeah,
the Disney Stitch aliens
yeah,
or whatever.
exactly, exactly.
Only
Yeah,
like furry. You
yeah,
headshot at a vital NPC.
yeah. Conk's like, I got this, guys. The vital NPC is being attacked by some like crocodile crossed with a tiger kind of creature, so horrendously horrific.
Oh, it was
And
the thing.
Conk says, I've got
Hollow.
this, and fires into melee and plump, headshots and kills the vital NPC. And we're all
Oh,
like, oh, well.
it was this
So,
bunyip.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
Hollow's. Hollow was telling me about that bunyip. He was
the
showing me the
bunyip.
screenshots of it.
Yeah, yeah, it was great. It was good fun. I really enjoyed it. Looking forward to doing the next one. But yeah,
Nice.
good light humor. I mean, I struggle with a Starfinder system because there seems to be an attribute or a statistic for everything.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's really it puts more tax on Hollow to run the game because he's got to constantly explain everything to us. So any assumption that we know what's going on is null and void
Oh.
because we're not familiar with the Starfinder system itself.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if we can get a couple of these one shots running consecutively, because there's two more to do now, then we might actually start picking up a bit more familiarity with it.
Is this the first time
Yeah.
that you all have played Starfinder?
We have done one shot before.
Okay, one shot before this one.
Yeah, yeah, the same. It's
Gotcha.
with the same characters. But they've just leveled up to do this next one.
Nice. Just
So
a
each,
series of one shots or something.
yeah, there's four of them so far. It seems to be an annual thing that they do.
Mm-hmm.
The Skidamander one shots. So Skidder shot, I think they call it, or something like that. So yeah,
Well, okay, man. Well, I feel bad, but it sounds like you don't mind the fact that I'm gonna send more feedback on Argynvostholt. I think I really should have done a more thorough job earlier uh, than to ask you to do rework. I feel really bad asking anybody to do rework.
work out what you need to do, and we'll take it from there. All right.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I've got a couple of ideas of how we can sort it out. But if
Hmm.
you can't get past the struggle that you're having to endure at the moment with the hide volumes, let us know how you want the rework to go, and we can take it from there. So we'll organise another call, have a talk about it if you think there's any
Yeah.
rework needed.
Yeah. Well,
Otherwise, yeah,
I can write up the notes for what I needed to change for like the first and because I've done it like the first, second, and third floors.
yep,
And then it's a matter of like, do you want me to do it? Like I can like move the walls and I can do the stuff. But then you would have to go back through and do the detail. And so I can write up the list and show it to you, and you can let me know what you want me to do and what you'll go ahead and do. But with the plan being that we would actually change the primary board.
yep,
Yep. But not for
yep.
Castle Ravenloft. Fuck that. Like uh
Fuck that.
we'll do what we can as you're going on, but Castle Ravenloft is it's just gonna be like here it is. Here are the exploded versions of it. But realistically, it's just Fog of War needs to be a thing to be able to do
To
that.
finish this thing off
To
properly,
to
yeah,
to,
the way
to
we
be
want it.
able
Yeah,
to be able to play through this and have the experience of not knowing what's there, having it visible as you progress. We just can't provide that for you right
yeah,
now. We can't even do it in a way that a DM could feasibly try to do it. I mean, with Hollow Fox, like maybe with Hollow Fox's like group hide volumes plugin, and then
it
there's the
might be
plugin.
doable. Yeah,
Then there's the one where you can like name the groups, so it's like room 17, room 18. You can just like bing, 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 like and hide them. Um, then like maybe it'd be manageable, but
yeah.
even then it'd
Uh,
be so much work that it's just crazy.
That's relying on Holofox to pull his finger out and get the job done. But
yeah. I think that, I don't. Have you fixed that plugin yet, Hollow? Did you ever go back and fix that? The hide volume groups? You might have. He might. I think there's been so much plugin work that I've been out of the loop on, just because I've been a little burned out. But okay, Udi, I think I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed early.
yeah, man.
I think
All
there's
right,
there's another episode of She-Hulk. I think I want to watch. I'm gonna crash out.
All right. All the
All right.
funs.
Hey, take care, man.
All right, take it easy, buddy.
See ya.
Catch
Such a good guy. Fucking hell. If I were him, I'd be like, you son of a bitch. You should have caught that. You would have saved me 100 hours of work. Brutal. Brutal. Double check that plugin. I believe I fixed it. Currently out, so I can't check right now. Yeah, no problem. No hurry, man. Well, I think I'm done for the night. I got a little bit of progress made on floor 3. And really, by progress, what do I mean by progress? By progress, I mean I started floor 3, and I now understand the hide volume challenges for floor 3. Here it is. See, it's over here. And kind of what needs to be done to it. Like some of these walls need to be moved. These walls need to be kind of shifted around a little bit. And I think what I can do now that I've gone through it and like basically done it myself is then in the notes that I send to Udi, I can have recommendations for how things need to change. I can recommend, for example, on the first floor, oh God, there's so many of these now. Like this first floor back wall right here, I would definitely, it's wrong. It's wrong in that it's 2.5 walls on a single tile and that just doesn't work. But I would like, for example, not recommend that he move this wall. I would recommend that he just like adds another wall right here. And yeah, it's going to make this wall 3 wide, but who gives a fuck, And also having these walls on the back here makes it so that, oh, never mind. Those designs don't come through anyway. I was going to say it makes it so that the other side of these doesn't come through, but they don't. So things like that, where it's like, I don't want to be like, hey, there's a problem right here. And then, I don't know how long it would take him to redo this entire wall shift at 0.5, but he doesn't really have to. Just drop another wall on the other side. But yeah, so I figured out, I know the list of kind of hide volume challenges and changes that I can send to Udi to evaluate. But I think I'm good, man. I think I'm good. Let's find someone to raid. Who do you want to go watch, Hollow? I think it's just you, buddy. Or maybe there's other people here. Hello, I'm doing. This is Talespire. This is Argynvostholt getting ready for Argynvostholt game ready. There's some changes, some iterations that we need to do. And Castle Ravenloft is looking really fucking cool right now. You're gonna duck out once the stream's done? Okay, then I won't bother like raiding anybody. You can go figure it out yourself, my friend. Thanks for stopping in, though. You missed a lot of me talking to myself. Like lamenting and, I mean, just shaking my head at hide volumes. They're a bitch and a half, yo. And I just need to give it up. I need to give it up. All right. Today's Friday. I'll be back probably, well, I might be back tomorrow night. We'll see. We shall see. I really need to do the orthographic screenshots of our sewer and prepare those to send to our Fiverr guy. So I might stream tomorrow, but it might be very boring, like image editing and stuff in GIMP. Or basically, like, I mean, if you want to learn how to convert things from Talespire 3D into 2D, then you might want to tune in because I'll be doing that. And I know that those streams are boring, but it's one of those, like, it's the time I have and it's the task I have to work on. I can't always stream the thing that I think that y'all want to watch the most. It's just the work that I need to do. Yeah, there you go. All right. Take care, Hollow. See you, everybody. talk to you again very, very soon. Again, I'm in Discord all the time. If anybody wants to BS, that's where you'll find me. If you want to play Valheim, let me know. Give you the server info.